Now, here's a prediction. Over the next couple of seasons, I'm expecting to see some big changes in Montreal. There's just a lot of players in the lineup right now that I really don't see as part of the future moving forward. And in today's video, I'm going to spill all the beans and wieners out onto the table, and I'm going to tell you who I consider part of the core group moving forward. And maybe, just maybe, in the near future, I'll tell you which players I think are going to be tossed over the wharf in a plastic bag and fed to the seagulls. So let's begin with the forward group, and I mean obviously Captain Nick Suzuki and Cole Caufield are going to be on this Habs team for a very long time. Removing them now would be kind of stupid. It's almost like taking Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker out of the Rush Hour movies. I guess we could call them the main actors, and I consider two of these lads the foundation of the core moving forward. Okay, they're at the top of the food chain. Kazakhstan's right now. Next up, we got Yuri Slafkovsky, and again, in my opinion, I consider him part of the core. You know what? I know I've said it before, but people tend to forget just how young poor Slaphosaurus Rex is, okay? He's like 4 or 5 years younger than Nick Suzuki, so hey, why don't we just let this boy become a man before we toss him over the wharf in a plastic bag, guys? Jeez. You don't write people off at 19 years old. Now next up, we got a couple of 22-year-olds. I'm talking Kirby Dach and Alex Newhook. And even though Alex Newhook hasn't played a single game for the Canadiens just yet, I'm already willing to bet that both of these guys are going to be in the Habs lineup the next time they're in the playoffs. You better believe it. Now listen, my next pick is the one that could be considered a little bit ballsy, okay? But I feel like Raphael Harvey-Pinard could possibly be in this discussion as well. He's already 24 years old. He's got less than 40 NHL games under his belt. But let me tell you, this guy just doesn't know when to quit, man. He's like a beaver with a friggin' chainsaw. He put up 14 goals in 34 games for the Canadiens last season, and he worked his tail off to score every single one of them. And I know it might sound a little weird penciling him in as part of the future from such a small sample size, but just from what I've seen from him so far, I wouldn't want to be the guy that, bets against him. That's all I'm going to say. So there you have it. That's 6 young forwards in my twisted little demented head that I expect to be in the Habs lineup next season, and I feel are going to be part of this Habs team for a long time. They're going to develop together, they're going to eat a lot of poutine together, and they're going to be on the roster when the Habs are a playoff team once again. Now, this is where it gets tricky because there's just so many good defense prospects in the system right now that are going to be taking jobs of current defensemen in the coming years. So here's what I got, and keep in mind, I'm looking at players that are already in the lineup, so don't expect to see guys like Popcorn. Don't expect to see Lane Hudson on this list, but right away at the very top of the food chain on defense is Mr. Caden Gooley. Yes, I think he's the most valuable piece moving forward. He's going to be the guy that eats big minutes and shuts down top lines for many years to come. Now after Caden Gooley, of course, is when it really starts to get tough. But on my very own personal list, I know a lot of you guys are not going to agree, but I'm going to go with Arbor Xhekaj, and I'm going to stop right there. Here's my reasoning. Xhekaj he brings a unique element to the blue line that none of the other guys can bring, okay? He's got the intimidation factor. And I know a lot of people would have went with Jordan Harris next on this list, and that's fine. But guys, come on. I mean, in a few years' time, the elements that Jordan Harris brings to his game are probably going to be replaced by guys like Lane Hudson, Logan Mailloux, and even Adam Engstrom. And at the end of the day, they're not going to need too much of the same, and that's why somebody is going to have to be the odd guy out. So again, let's do a recap. As unpopular as this list may be, my core guys from the current lineup moving forward are as follows: Nick Suzuki, Cole Caufield, Slaphosaurus Rex, Kirby Dach, Alex Newhook, maybe RHP, Caden Gooley, and Arbor Jacko. So let me know in the comment section who your core players are moving forward. Keep in mind, it's got to be players that are already in the NHL lineup and not prospects. Don't forget to cross-check the like button in the back on the way out of here. And hey, see you next time.